Okay, today we are facing Everton. Swansea are in 15th, 23 games played, 25 points. Everton are in 10th, 23 games played, 29 points. A little bit ahead of us in the table. When we played Everton earlier in the season, it was double zeros all the way until the gun, and Everton got a game winner at 90 plus 2 or 90 plus 3 or something like that. So maybe revenge is on the cards today for Swansea. Also worth noting is a midweek match. So we just recently lost to Palace on Saturday. We've got Villa in the FA Cup round of 16 the following Sunday. So we might have to mix up the roster a little bit here to see who's fresh for this road game against Everton. All set to get started here. Again, the default for some reason always starts as defensive, so I need to switch that to balanced, I think. If you know something about how mentality affects the game better than I do, I'd love to know. All right, and we're off. Avenue, I can split that. Yeah. Cork, maybe a foul. Not called. Ayu comes over from right wing. It's a little bit of trouble, so let's change back to the bottom of the screen. Williams does well for a first touch in that case. Finds Tabanu. Do I have an option? Someone's going to shut him down. That's Leon Osman. The ball's played out of bounds. Swansea keep it. Here's Willems, who's fit enough to play today. I'm hoping I don't pick up another injury during the game. Pelosi's by his man. This is a nice ball ahead to Ayu. He's running out of people. I'll try a little bit of a cross. Bit of a jumble. Doesn't come down to me. Cover. Tabanu. Swansea keep possession, but have to rebuild. Here's Montero. Hard stop. We'll switch to the top of the screen. Oh, that cross did not make it all the way out. Here we go. Try again. Patterson. A little super cancel. RTLT. Finds Ayu. I'll be offside here. Might not matter. I don't get the ball. Pelosi gets there. Everton play it back. John Stones on the ball. All the way across to the other side of the field. Seamus Coleman brings it down. Delfeu. Ross Barkley. Butland takes care of that. I'm having trouble seeing the ball today. The mix of a night game and the light. Oh! Wow, what a mistake that was. Jack Butland saves me there. Let's not do that again. It is ahead. Montero. Two guys to shut that down. Baines. Baines drifting forward, trying to close this. No crosses, no crosses. I can't see the ball. Deflection? Nope. Okay. Turns out it's never really a threat. All right, Akore. Williams, don't run away from the ball. Shares it back to Williams. I have a guy named Willems and two guys named Williams on the roster right now. So that's fun. Ayu's waiting for Patterson to go. He finds him. Play it forward again. Looks like they got me for offside here. Yep. What a shame. close. It's very close. It's one thing. Like when the ball's in the air, I'm not sure if I should like load up the pass before my player actually has the ball, so he's ready to pass it when it comes to him, or if I'm supposed to wait until he has it because he'll be under more. That's a foul, not called. He'll be more composed rather than trying to do something in midair. I'm not really sure. The timing of all the things is still a little uncertain every year. I really know when I'm supposed to load things up before they happen. Wait till my player has the ball. If I try to load up something too fast, then does that mean he's not ready for it when it's supposed to happen? If I'm just mashing the button, does it take whichever one is the one that happens to be at the right time? I tend to play too conservative, so let's try Cork to send this long ball here. Nothing came from that. Mostly I just gave the ball away. I've got Willems doing a nice job here in defense. I got 3 guys on my roster that can pretty much play anywhere on the field. Check their FIFA stats, figure out what they'd be good at. But Tabanu, Ayew, and this guy Willems, from the Dutch team, close to being 70 or better at almost any outfield position. So they give me a lot of freedom in my roster here. Uh-oh. Trying to dribble out of trouble. That didn't work. Just clear it. I'm happy with that. There's Pelosi. Poor first touch, but can he control it? Sigurdsson gives it right back. I'm happy with this. I'm trying to do a knock-on a little bit. Oh, I tried to cross that in. Joel comes out, shuts that down before it makes its way to Sigurdsson. I'm happy with that attack. Still having a lot of trouble seeing the ball. Night game, the lights in my house. Patterson, I wasn't touching the L stick at all. Like, are they going to make better traps if I'm not trying to make them move at the same time? Should I use the L stick to improve my first touch because they can be moving in the direction the pass was coming from? Should I use that to get away from a defender? There's a little bit of the jockey there. Goalie. There you go, Butland. In terms of gameplay, that's another thing I've been working on. Like, I feel like if I'm getting sloppy, I'm going to give up a poor goal back here if I don't get better at getting rid of this. Just clear it. When I'm on defense, like I think of the radius around the player with the ball when I'm playing defense and the computer has the ball. If I get a really tight radius, if I get in too close, then I think it's easy for the computer to get past me. If I go in close enough and try to get a tackle but miss the tackle. So sometimes I try to stay at a fatter radius, admitting that I'm not really trying to tackle the ball away, but I'm just trying to put it in a spot where the computer feels like they can't do anything against me because I can cut off more angles. Is that offside? Offside on me? Yeah, alright. That was more obvious than the Pelosi one earlier on. Play that forward. Make Everton get out of trouble here. I'll chase this down with my striker. And then attacking mid. Okay. Oh, they passed out of bounds. I mean, like an unforced error. I like to see that sometimes. I certainly do that silly thing a lot, so Tabanu, he's not too fast. There's a cross. Again, Am I supposed to just be mashing the shot button on its way in and just take what I get? Or is there a way that I can time that so that my player's in a better timing to take that header? Do I need to move my player to go meet the header? Right, should I, after I do the cross, do I still need to use the L stick to move the recipient of the cross into a better position to act on the cross? Again, I'm trying to dribble into trouble too much. I need to keep the ball moving. Doesn't always have to go forward. We'll send it back. Back again. There's Williams. This is Ashley Williams, the captain. Montero is fast. He and Tabanu are doing some work together here. Osman pushes me off the ball here. I feel like Osman is not the kind of guy who would muscle someone off the ball, but that's what happened there. Kaku, did you stay in bounds? Either way, it comes to Cork. And just clear it because I've been playing a little sloppy in possession there, so I need to just get it away. This clearance turned out great for me. Pelosi, hard stop. I tried to hard stop and cut back in. Baines was on to that. Ross Barkley. It's Ayu. That's a thing that happens a lot too, I think, where I'll be in a position to intercept a pass or do something correct on defense, but then it's almost as if that came as an unexpected event, and then my player immediately gives it right back. So it's, again, this issue with whether or not I'm supposed to be on the L stick. I feel like I should spend a lot less time touching buttons. Right now, I see that guy's coming in, so I'm going to try to get rid of it here. But if I touch nothing, it's almost like the computer doesn't want to commit as much because I still have more options open. If you're already on the L stick, the computer already knows which direction you're pushing, because that's a little bit of a cheat, I think. So they know where you're going. If you come off the L stick, then I think the computer has to wait. Sometimes they're more reluctant to come after you. Your players have a bit of an inertia, so like if you've been running and then you come off the L stick, they'll move a little bit. But how much they move in which direction... Oh, I did it again! This is ahead to Montero, which is also ahead to Willems. He's a little slower. His pass did not find Montero. Tabanu comes back. I'm going to come away with this. Let's send this back to the goalie. Here you go, Jack. Patterson, see, it came off it entirely. And I find Ayu here. But sometimes it backfires, because it seems sort of a chance. Like sometimes the computer will give you a minute because they don't want to overcommit and make a mistake. But I got to watch who's coming at me. Because if I'm off the L stick entirely too long, then my player is vulnerable. And since the computer is always perfect with their tackles, always, Patterson just, I seriously just tried to clear that, and he got ran over, and there was no foul called. I don't agree with that at all. Butlin gets a hand on that, pushes out for a throw-in. Right, I think a fair gripe is that the officiating is spotty. Butlin punches that away. So here, if I come off the L stick to put my player in a better position to be gentle about receiving that, so he doesn't take a bad first touch, but then it's easy for the computer to tackle it right off him because he wasn't moving. I don't know. It seems like I can't win. Here's Williams. This is the captain. This is Willems, the other guy. Butland pushes that away. This first half is a combination of pretty good defense by me, but also sloppy offense and giving Everton a lot of chances. I don't think I've got anyone downfield because they were up for the corner. There's Montero. I'm on LT. I'm trying to control that, right? Like, I don't know what else I can do. Cork gives that to Tabanu. Here's Montero. I thought maybe that Tabanu would do an overlap, and then that pass should have been better. Cork again. Montero again. Tabanu. Come on, Montero, you're better. I'd rather have Montero in the attacking position. Another thing I notice a lot is that my left mid and left back, for example, tend to be in the relatively wrong position. I don't know why the left back often overlaps the left mid. I mean, sometimes you want that, I agree. But other times I'd rather have the more attacking player in the more attacking location on the field. That's a penalty. Are you kidding me? Sure looks like Sigurdsson got ran over in the box on his way to get that ball. Baines only beat him to it because Baines knocked him over. Got through everybody. Need Cork to hustle to get Delafeu. Poor first touch. Montero also a poor first touch. Play it back. Williams did a poor job, but then recovered. Tabanu will just clear it. Pelosi, who will quickly get this to Ayu. So is something from nothing here? Oh, that's going to go to Swansea. Corey. Yeah, I don't know how to make a touch, how to control the ball. Sigurdsson. This is going to go ahead. Tabanu is definitely in space. Not on the L stick at all. Now I'm on it. Here comes a cross. He got hit. They gave me the wrong guy to control, so I couldn't pick up that loose ball. Willems. Cross. Sigurdsson. I'm just going to shoot it. That should be mine. I like first touch at 100 because, I mean, it's fair. The computer makes mistakes too. All right, we're even at the half. Let's go to the match facts. Yeah, a whole lot of nothing. Everton have a lot more shots because I keep making bad turnovers on my side of the field. Well, on target's only 2-1. Butland has done well to help me out. I have more possession, but very little of the game has been played in my attacking third. That happens a lot. Everton have more tackles than me. I've been trying to play a little bit more conservatively on defense. You can see that I'm on the wings a lot. All those tackles are on the sides of the field. All right, let's see what the second half brings. Everton get us started here in the second half from Goodison. Scoreless. Will anyone get a breakthrough? It's Lukaku's cross. He does have a player in there. It's Morales. But that was a tough angle. He heads it out of bounds. Jack Butland has been busy in the first half by my own doing. I appreciate that he's done well for me, but I could do him a solid. Stop having so many turnovers on my own side of the field. That's a pass speed there for you. Jack Cork. Tabanu. Tried. He's gonna stay in bounds. Nope, Montero couldn't keep it. That's why I'm conservative in my play, because when I try something new, it's usually a mistake. Wallace. Just trying to hold my space. Good work. Sigurdsson fouled. Swansea keep it. From the free kick, it's Cork getting things started. This is Willems. Tabanu up the side. Montero, he tried to turn. He was fouled. I think this is still too far out for a shot. Let's try to play this in to Montero. On the ground, here we go. Can he beat him this time? Hard stop. Drive that end line. And see, that's a goal kick because Montero had to jump over a guy who was slide tackling him, and then he lost possession. So Sigurdsson wins this. Yeah, I'm still working on whether or not I'm supposed to get him in position with the L stick, but then let go of it right when it comes time to do something. Tabanu. Ooh, he got crunched. No foul there. Cork ran him over. No foul. They're letting us play today. Oh, he's injured. Yeah, it looks like poor Cork just gave him a shiver. Is Kone coming in? I mean, that's a joke, right? That was a drop ball where they gave me possession back because I was already in possession. And then the ball where they're trying to give it right back to me, he lets it go out of bounds, and Everton get possession. And now they want a corner. Right? All of this is following the injury when they should have just given me the ball. Butland could have caught that, plays it out to give them another corner. Still, this is a function of the injury. Butland's this time catches it to end it. I'll let everybody get back to where they're supposed to be. I'll try to play it long. Played it too long. Too long. Who am I guarding? Butland scoops that. And I made the trade in January to send Fabianski to Stoke to pick up Butland. At the time, both of these guys are rated about the same. I think they're both 77 or 78. But Butland is younger. And so that trade is good for me in terms of the future. That was a good ball in to Tabanu. He's going to cross it. Is someone there? Is it Montero? His shot is difficult angle. That's a tough play. I should have controlled that a little more. Patterson. Yep. Montero is the right choice here. And now it's Tabanu on the cross, but now Montero, I want you to go into an attacking position, because that's your job. Here's Willems, he's the defensive mid. See, I would have much rather had Montero be the player that had possession of the ball in the attacking area. I don't know why they're wrong. It seems obvious that your winger should be the player going downfield, not the defensive mid. This cross went all the way through and Baines dribbles out of bounds. For CDM. I could bump Tabano up for CDM, but I don't have enough fullbacks right now, again, because of various injuries to Naughton and such. Don't play around with it, just get rid of it. Tabanu and Montero have been a little feisty here in the second half. Wilson is fresh, so my new striker's got a half hour to make an impact. Cork interception. Good. He's done well today. Patterson does well to hold on to this. He beats his man. That's Kone doing nothing. Still just sprinting. Now it gets a little busy, so I'm going to come off the sprint, go to LT, just hard stop. Looking. Did someone get a touch on that pass, or was it just that bad? There's Cork. I think I'm first to this. We'll play it back to Butland. Back out to Okore. Don't pass across your goal. Williams will just clear it. You got maybe a piece of that. Kone will get there first. What's he going to do? Sends it back to Joel. Coleman keeps it in play. Delafeu. McCarthy again. He's been involved quite a bit today. Callum Patterson chasing down Kone. The pass is out of play. Swansea will pick it up. Alright, change fields. Tabanu. So when that ball comes across, I don't know if I'm supposed to go get it so that Everton don't come and intercept the pass. But then I'm concerned that I'll make a sloppy first touch and then just fumble it away anyway, because if I'm running when I try to receive the pass, it seems like my players are in a worse position to gather the ball. So it seems like either way, there's a chance for Everton to come away with that pass. If I stand still, they'll beat me to it. If I hustle to it, I'll muck up the first touch, and then they'll get it from me then. This is a problem. Oh, post. Again, just trying to stay in the way. It's good work from Patterson, and that should be, yes, goal kick is the right choice here. See, I think that the human teammates, the computer-controlled human, that was like. How does Delafeu get this header off? Where's my defense? No one got over there to make a play on that? I would have been really disappointed if that was a goal. Like, which player was I controlling there? Why was I not in control with the left wing? Like, they do that a lot. They'll give you the player that's not the one you think, so that when you're using the L stick to move the player you think you're supposed to have in the direction of the ball, if they give you someone from a different bank of players, then you're moving someone away, like forward, when they're supposed to go backward. I think they do that a lot with like the left backs and left mids, things of that sort. If they give you the left back when you thought you were going to get the left mid, then the direction you're supposed to be moving the player towards the ball is opposite. And that's sort of convenient, because then you bring your players out of position. Here's Ayew. I saw you, Wilson. I saw you making that run. You need a teammate. Right, I think there's a pass to be had there. Oh, a big save from Joel. Tried to put that across the face of goal. It didn't really go to the player I thought it was supposed to go to, but someone got there and got a shot off. Short. Montero. Sigurdsson takes a look. That cross is coming in. Tried a weird volley shot there. It was a low percentage opportunity. Williams sends this across. Tabanu. This is going to go to Okore, who finds Patterson on the right. So I've changed the sides of the field. Again, Kone shouldn't be much of a threat here, but he's annoying me. Sigurdsson. This is trying to go to Montero. Pass accuracy was compromised by the point where I was being fouled at the time. I cut that off. Williams, and I'll just clear it. Ayew with a really good first touch that time, so it's sometimes I get it. Everton make a change. Aaron Lennon comes in for Delafeu. Ayew, that's too strong. Maybe that's a full manual thing. Like I should have more control over the touch that I'm able to put on a pass. But sometimes it's a little stronger than I want. Other times it's a little wimpier than I want. If it was consistently, Wilson, shot, hits him right in the gut. If you consistently underhit your passes or consistently overhit your passes, then I would just calibrate and adjust. But I think it's more convenient for me to have, from the computer's perspective, to generate some more errors if the mistake is random. So that sometimes I make it, sometimes I'm trying to overhit it. Montero, Stones will force that out of bounds. Work. I don't like the position he's in. But Ayew finds Patterson, who's going to get a finesse shot into the belly. Swansea keep it. Here's Jack Cork. I got one sub left. I don't know what I want to pull out. Patterson gets a little bit ran over there. Ayew knocks it free but can't get there first. Barkley. McCready, he's new. He just came in. John Stones. Can't win it from McCready. Lennon, also new. Butland scoops that up. Alright, we're in the last 10 minutes on the road, right? So should I set up shop and just take my 1 point? I'm there first. Last for run, and then I'll hoof this forward. I'm going to switch to counterattack. Right, I tried to play this on to Cork, who gets a little touch on Barkley. Kone, Patterson does well there. That was the wrong guy that gave me control of. Wilson, sorted by his man, finds Montero, who still needs a little bit more help. Right, So I've settled this down. I've lost kind of my speed attempt here, so now I'm going to do it more. Cork, please don't get run over. I think you're offsides back there, Patterson. Here's Key, trying not to lose it. That's a pass that was between two of my guys. Neither one of them went for it. Force him away from the goal. He's by me. Here comes a cross. Right, I clearly have position on that. Can't quite get it out. Montero this time also not quite out. Only goes as far as Cork, who will now clear it. We have 3 minutes of stoppage time. Remember, as I said, in the reverse fixture of this game, it was scoreless very late. Everton scored on virtually the last play of the game. We're going to see that again, because that would be disappointing. There's a bit of a whiff. Barkley. Lukaku might have been offside there. Did I just concede a corner on that? Right? Like that was on its way out of bounds, and Tabanu went over there just to get a head on it so they could have a free corner. Is that what happened? I love that. It's going out of bounds. And instead of letting it go out of bounds, one of my defensive players goes over just to touch it a little bit so that they could have a corner. I didn't ask him to do that. Ayew heads it on. And out. This will come to Everton. Doesn't feel like there's enough time left for much of anything to happen. And that's the end. It's a road point. Scoreless. It follows the script. I can do a good job of playing defense, and I can't score any goals. It's a pretty typical result for me. Let's go to the match facts. Right? So Everton had more shots, but Swansea were more dangerous. The draw seems fair. Possession was even. You can see again that I only have 23% in the attacking portion, but Everton only had 29% in their attacking portion, so not terrible there. They out-tackled me 2-1. They were whistled for fouls, and I was not. I had less tackles. 0-0 is disappointing, but fair. So